What's up everybody? Welcome to our channel. On today's video, we're going to be talking about the top 10 best places to live in Central Florida. One of the most popular and fast growing regions of the entire country, from Orlando and its famous whale poop destinations to the beaches of Tampa to the East Coast where you can see a spaceship launch into space. We're going to go from Tampa to Orlando and to a few other places that are a little bit smaller and tell you guys what the best 10 towns are in Central Florida. And these will be 10 completely new entries to our channel's top 10 list. None of these videos are file photos. I went to all these places. My intellectual property is being stolen, so we're going to make a completely new top 10 list for Central Florida. Since they're stealing my content, let's see how long it takes for them to pick up this video. Number 1 is Lake Nona. This is a suburb on the east side of Orlando, very close to the airport. Like the saying goes, just follow the money. And the money is going here, from the cars to the buildings, to the infrastructure, to the investment. All of the cool, nice, expensive things are going into this suburb, from the medical field to brand new luxury hotels. New hotels in general, I believe, are a great indicator that an area is about to grow, and luxury hotels are an even better indicator. We make top 10 lists for the internet, and these top 10 lists are usually my intellectual property because it's my unique opinion. It's not like there's any type of statistical analysis. I'm just giving you guys my opinion, so when I find other YouTubers and their lists are almost like mine. Number 2 is Clermont. Now we're going to move way to the west side of Orlando. Clermont has beautiful rolling hills and more investment in new buildings than you could possibly imagine. If you want to be near the parks and with easy traffic access, you're not stuck in the middle of the Orlando gridlock, this is a great option. Crime from Orlando does spill over into here, and despite the fact that it looks like a beautiful, safe place, you do want to use common sense because it's still close enough to Orlando where you get that spillover crime. The area is noted for having rolling hills, large vegetation overlooking beautiful large lakes. Me and my wife spend a lot of time traveling to give you guys these lists, and it's so frustrating when I go on the internet and I find other YouTubers that pretty much knock off my concepts. And that's why on this list, I wanted to bring 10 completely new places to you guys. Number 3 is Davenport, which is not too far from Clermont. And trust me, we're going to get out of the Orlando area. But it is true that the Orlando area is the fastest growing area of the entire state, with a lot of people moving to these suburbs. The town of Davenport itself is pretty much unassuming, but the addresses that are labeled Davenport are expensive. And it goes into a lot of really massive developments way far away from the town center. But nonetheless, they still have a Davenport address. I mean, even to somebody like me who travels all over the East Coast, it's incredible to see this area because it's so much development and so much growth. Everything is going in, from the grocery stores to the houses to the infrastructure. Then, after we travel all across the country to get stock images to put our top 10 lists together, somebody who didn't put that work in just comes and snatches all your hard work. Moving on to number 4, Tierra Verde, and I'm pretty sure this is Spanish for Greenland. It is a little island right outside of St. Petersburg, and it's got like the most perfect location you could want. Easy access to the Skyway Bridge, both for fishing, enjoying the water, or even heading down into Sarasota or Bradenton. You're close to downtown St. Petersburg. You're close to St. Pete Beach. The location of this island is perfect. You have Fort DeSoto nearby. It is a real masterpiece of location. So if you want to be in a real centralized place in Central Florida, it's so tropical, you still get all those South Florida vibes, but you're outside of Tampa. It's a really unique location. It almost reminds me of Marco Island or somewhere off of Miami. The beauty of Central Florida is that it gives you those South Florida vibes, but a little bit of the North Florida traffic. It's a little bit slower speed of life, not as hectic. Moving on to number 5, Dunedin. Anywhere in this little area is great, except for this yellow apartment complex, or maybe it's a motel. Like, the whole area is nice except for that little building. Like, once you get outside of that building's parking lot, you're in a great location, close to Clearwater, in a very small town. Despite the fact it's within a very large metropolitan area, you get a very elegant Naples feel, but not a stuck up. It's more laid back. All right, so I lied to you guys. It's not called Dunedin, it's Dunedin, but I tricked you guys. And these two towns have a similar name, and they're both really good towns. They're always getting confused, so I thought I would just get you guys into the comment section. So if you already made your comment, you don't have to delete it. You can just go back and say LOL, I got you. But yes, it's pronounced Dunedin. It's crazy how far us YouTubers have to go to get you guys to interact with our videos. Number 6 is Winter Garden. Now, there's like Winter Garden, Winter Springs, Winter Land, Winter this, Winter that. But Winter Garden seems to be one of the better ones. And Winter Haven, probably one of the worst ones. Winter Garden is really nice. It's right outside of Orlando again. Now, Highway 50 takes you right into Orlando. And you go through some pretty crappy spots. Despite that, not that far away from some serious inner city crap. You have Winter Garden. You'll commonly see people driving their Ferraris to very fancy restaurants, walking their expensive dogs that are probably like worth more than I am. And I'm not just talking about net worth. I mean, like, if you were to slap me, an influential YouTuber, you might get like 6 weeks. I don't know how long you'd get. Probably not a lot, man. I shouldn't even be talking about this. I might encourage people to get at me. But if you touch one of these rich people's dogs, like, you're never going to see the sunlight again. Don't ever touch these rich people's dogs. They're worth a lot of money, and the laws protect them. Number 7 is The Villages. Now, this could probably make the worst list as well, but hear me out, please. If you are owed and you are looking for more than one partner, just all right. This is not for everybody, but if you like live up north and you're very happy and you want to, like, I don't know, extort young people into doing stuff for you, or I mean, if you're just into that golf, extortion, bribery, and then cheating on your partner, even though they're aware that, I don't even know how it works, but just, it's not from everybody, but it's for some very nasty old people. And if you're a nasty old person who's open-minded to being nasty and being old, then this could be the place for you. And hey, if that's what you're into, I'm not going to judge you. I mean, one day I'll be old and I'm already nasty, but not like that. I mean, like, I might just throw some, you get what I'm saying. This place will not be for everybody, but let's be honest, new houses, new buildings, lots of old people, why not? Number 8 is Crystal River. So if you have more common sense in a smaller budget, then Crystal River is a place for decent people. Decent people can move to Crystal River. If you're old and you're not decent, then you end up in the Villages. And you're going to pay more for that. You're not just going to enjoy yourself. No, if you want to be nasty and old, there's a price for that. And I know my rant does not sound very coherent, but neither will your grandparents be when they try to explain to you why they ended up in the Villages. If they end up in Crystal River, then thankfully you have some very mature older people to look up to. It's a nice place where you can harass manatees until you get arrested. The area has a very southern feel, but there's a town nearby called Yankeetown. It seems like the wounds of the past are healing as a southern person asks a tourist for a tip, since they're stingy as crap. Very nice place, manatees, clear water. But if you really want something that's a real beach, number 9 is Melbourne Beach. It's the only beach town that we're going to include on this list for the East Coast. I was really surprised that being so far north, the water was that clear. Melbourne is an okay town. It almost reminds me of Fort Myers. You'll still get the nice beach town, but not that massive price tag that you're getting if you go a little bit further south. Caught me off guard in a good way, not like Detroit. It caught me off guard in a really bad way. And so did Titusville. Let me tell you, Titusville, if I had to pick between Titusville and Detroit, I would be buying some winter clothes. It never ceases to amaze me how these people that live in these crappy towns think that their town's going to end up on a list like this. Those are the people that go in the comments like, oh man, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Number 10 is Vieira. Vieira is a fast growing suburb between Melbourne and Coco. So it's right in the middle. I stayed here at a brand new hotel that they just built. Let's say you want to enjoy Melbourne, but you don't want to live in the city of Melbourne. Just on the north side of city limits is this beautiful little suburb with shopping centers, Starbucks, malls, gated communities, and everything you need for your suburban life. And when you're tired of living your suburban life, you can run into the real streets of Melbourne or to the beaches in Coco as well. You get to enjoy the best of it. Merritt Island is not too far away. It's a good little area as long as you stay out of Titusville and Coco and the south side of Melbourne. You'll be okay. There's a little area in Palm Bay right outside of Melbourne that's pretty crappy too. But once you get on the other side of Interstate 95, beautiful stuff in Palm Bay. So there's good areas and bad areas, but it's an area that has to be on this list. Hey, there you go. I hope you guys like the list. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe. Sure, 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 hit the like and subscribe.